Acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, my strength and my Redeemer. So here we are on Maunday, Thursday. What does Maunday mean anyway? Well, it's a word from Middle English. It's based on the Latin word mandatum, which means a mandate. So it's Mandate Thursday. Now, the setting here, we have Jesus and the 12 disciples in the upper room celebrating the Feast of Unleavened Bread, i.e. Passover. And during their time in the upper room, John records in John 13:34 that Jesus told them, and I'm quoting now, "A new commandment I give you, love one another. As I have loved you, so you must love one another." And this is where Maunday, Thursday comes from, the mandate to love one another. But if you read that passage, you'll find there isn't just one mandate, there's actually three. Yes, a 3-point sermon. What do you know? This will be brief tonight, having said that. There are three mandates that I find in this passage. First of all, there's the washing of feet, which we will observe here in a while. And just a note to you, those of you that have not participated in the washing of feet, I will ask you to remove one shoe and one sock. And then you'll be coming forward. Anyway, moving along. The washing of feet in John 13:14. "Now that I, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you also should wash one another's feet." It wasn't might, could, nice idea, he said should. So this is a mandate to wash one another's feet. John 13:34, "A new commandment I give you, love one another as I have loved you, so you must love one another." Mandate. And then thirdly, we have the Holy Eucharist in Luke 22. "Do this in remembrance of me." Now those first two words, "do this," are in Greek, are called in the command declension, which means that it was a command, do this. It was an order. So we have three mandates actually in the upper room. We have the mandate to wash one another's feet, the mandate to love one another, and the mandate to do this, that is the Holy Eucharist, in remembrance of Him. And all three of these commandments have one thing in common. They involve service to others, both to other people and to our Lord. Now the washing of feet, we're not talking, this was a literal washing of feet that He did, and I will be doing a literal washing of feet tonight. But actually the washing of feet is an object lesson in humility. That is, to put others above ourselves, to take the position of a servant. Paul said it very well. He said, "Do not think more highly of yourselves than you ought." Nancy and I, by the way, Nancy is ill tonight, that's why she's not here, bless her heart. In our profession, we have a thing called ego deflation. There are some folks that they don't have a problem with self-esteem, their problem is too much. And so we have what's called ego deflation, how to bring them down a little bit to the rest of us. Well, this little recipe from Paul is great ego deflation. Do not think more highly of yourselves than you ought. You're not as hot as you thought you were. Loving one another, the second commandment. Jesus says that we should love Him as He has loved us. That's a mouthful, isn't it? To love one another as we love ourselves, that's enough to struggle with. But to love one another as He has loved us, that is to say, to love sacrificially, that's where it really gets challenging. And I'll tell you that to put others before myself is a struggle for me, and it always has been. I figured if you practiced it long enough, you kind of get the hang of it and it'd be easy. But you know, the old Adam is still there, and he wants to be first. He wants to be in the front of the line. He wants things before other people get them, and all that kind of stuff. And I've been in professions, both in my secular occupation, excuse me, and here in the church, where I serve other people. But you know, it hasn't gotten any easier. And I've been in the profession 40 years, going on 41, and it's still a struggle. So I guess you don't ever, or at least me, never arrive where, this is a walk in the park. Because that old Adam is still there, and he still pops his head up and says, "Oh, me first, me first." Or like that disgusting title of a novel, Nice Guys Finish Last. I hate that title. I like better Rick Warren's thesis statement in The Purpose-Driven Life. Your life is not about you. And that is hard to live, but that is the command that we are given. by our Lord. Sacrificial living is not some kind of weak, pansied existence. Excuse me. The world tends to view Christian love as a weakness, kind of like Walter Mitty. It's this ineffectual, passive sort of thing, and that is so off the mark. To live sacrificially is anything but weak, and I assure you, it's one of the most challenging things that you'll ever do in your life. And it's a challenge every day, at least for me. Then we have Holy Eucharist, the ultimate expression of Jesus' service to us. He tells us that greater love has no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. And then he went on to say, you are my friends if you keep my, guess what? Commandments. Voila, Maunday, Thursday. Maunday, Thursday tends to get shoved aside, with the focus being more on Good Friday and Easter. You'll see marketing for Good Friday. You'll see marketing, abundant marketing for Easter. You ever see any marketing for Maunday, Thursday? It's kind of out there, you know, and it gets shoved aside in the fervor of everything else. And this is especially true, at least in my experience, in the Protestant church. But we should never lose sight of the importance of Maunday, Thursday. It was on this night that the Holy Eucharist was created. Before this night in history, there was no such thing as Holy Eucharist. And if there were no such thing as Holy Eucharist, there'd be no such thing as a church. We wouldn't be here right now without the Holy Eucharist. It is the center point of everything that we do. I've told you before that we are the children of Advent, and we are. Advent means to wait. We're waiting for the return of Christ. I've told you that we are the children of Christmas, and we are, because we celebrate the birth of God into the world. He became fully man while fully God. We are the children of Christmas. Indeed, we are the children of Epiphany, the manifestation, because the existence of Christ has been manifest in each one of our lives and of our souls. We are the children of Epiphany. We should be also the children of Lent, in perpetual examination of ourselves in terms of what things might construe barriers between us and the Lord. It's all about relationship, isn't it? And we are the children of Lent, examining ourselves. Where am I barriering the Lord? Where am I preventing a closer relationship? Well, folks, we are truly the children of Maunday, Thursday, the mandates of Christ. Maunday, Thursday, to me, is a most remarkable night. By keeping the mandates Jesus gave to us on this night, to love others as he loves us, to assume a posture of servanthood, and to celebrate the mysteries of the Holy Eucharist, these are the very things that draw us ever closer to the triune God. Indeed, these are the things that define us at that core level of our soul. And they are the things that draw us closer together, one with another. So let us always be the children of Maunday, Thursday. Amen.
Amen.